on Let's Go Farming today, we are looking at oranges and wheat. The oranges are being harvested and the wheat is at flowering stage. We are at Livingstone Fruit Farm, and shortly we will be talking to Madam Angelina Banda, who is a farm manager here. She is going to explain to us what goes on here. So stay tuned as we join her. We are now joined by Madam Angela Banda here. She is a farm manager, so she's just going to explain to us what goes on. But before that, we need to welcome her and ask her a few questions. How are you? Thank you so much for having us here.
You are welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay, all right. So what are we going to look at today?
Today we'll look at oranges, which are on harvesting stage now.
Okay.
And wheat, which is on flowering stage.
All right.
Here at Livingstone Fruit Farm, we've got two varieties of oranges, which is Neve and Valencia.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. So before you go any further, I think we need to leave her. I'll leave her as she explains to us on what goes on. So I urge you to stay tuned and learn from her.
Welcome to Livingstone Fruit Farm. Today we are looking at oranges. We planted these oranges in 2015. They came grafted from South Africa. So the first year, after they flowered, which is 2016, then we didn't allow the flowers to produce oranges because the trees, they were not strong enough. So we had to prune the flowers. The first year we pruned the flowers. The second year in 2017, that's when we allowed the flowers to produce oranges. So it's been a great journey with oranges. So in this field, we've got 317 plants. So when we plant them, once they start flowering, underneath there we apply some grease, a plastic around it, and some grease to stop the ants from going up to the fruit, to the flowers, so that the plant it's not damaged due to the ants. So the plant is watered every day for 2 hours. We are using sprinklers. So when you're at home, you can use a bucket or a 5-liter container to water it every day. Oranges, they need water every day. So here in Livingstone Fruit Farm, they're in season in May. That's when we start supplying oranges in Livingstone, in town. So all our fruits come from here. We supply them to Livingstone. This tray you are seeing here, it produces more than 400 fruits per year, because it only as you can see, it started some months ago. These are still green coming up. The ripe ones are here. So to maintain it, to produce more, it needs water, manure. As you can see, down there we do mulching, and it needs so much attention. Pruning it, we don't just leave it as it is just to grow like our mango trees. No, for oranges, needs much attention. So we prune it. When we prune, instead of these branches, we don't throw them away. We just put them there, cover it, and water it. It becomes manure to the plants. Yeah, it's really good to have this around, having fruits around. We really encourage our people out there, please have 1 or 2 plants around your compound. The other benefits of taking care of the plants, pruning it, putting manure, watering it, it really produces big oranges. As you can see here, we've got very big orange. So for you to have this, you need to water it. It needs plenty of water and manure, so that you have big oranges. So if you don't water it, then it can be big like this. Wow, inside there there's no water. So it needs water every day and manure. For now, let's go for a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers, at Livingstone Fruit Farm again. As we were talking about earlier, the benefits of having a orange plant on your compound, like here on the farm. Yeah, and also the importance of watering it and mulching it. So as you can see here, as we are watering it, down here you can see, you'll be wondering, what is that blue blocking the water? So this blocking the water, when we are watering, we don't allow the water hit direct on the plant, because once you allow the water hitting direct on the tree, it creates a disease. When it creates a disease, you just see the tree drying up. It's because of water hitting direct on the tree. So we put that blue stuff, that blue plastic plank, to stop the water hitting direct on the tree. So when the water hits on the plank, it goes down direct in the roots instead of on the tree. We water the plant, the tree, we water it for 2 good hours with the sprinkler. So with a bucket, at least it needs 20 liters of water every day. So once you give it 20 liters of water every day, and make sure you mulch the tree around it, so that that water is kept on the surface for the whole 24 or 20 hours. It is kept wet. The soil is kept wet. When I say about mulching, when I mean mulching, what I mean is, you see this grass. So we put grass around it, and all these branches, after pruning, we don't throw away. We keep them around the tree to keep the soil around it wet all the time, so that it doesn't dry up. So the same mulching, when we mulch that grass, when we put grass around it, it will produce again manure, which is very beneficial to the tree. Yeah. So yeah, from there we will look at, you can see the spacing of it. In here it needs 3 meters. So we leave 3 meters apart, and on this side you need to leave 5 meters. As commercial farmers, we leave 5 meters apart, so that at least on the pathway here you can drive, as you are picking your oranges, you can drive freely with the tractor going to the other side. Also on this side, just to allow the tree to have freedom, not to be tied to each other. So that's why we leave 3 meters apart, and here 5 meters apart, for easily driving to check around and also to pick oranges around the field. From here we'll move on to the next variety, which I will take you and see our next variety. Thank you very much. See you on the other side. Brought you to this other variety. It's different from the previous we saw. This one is called Valencia. As you can see, they are smaller. They are smaller compared to Never oranges. These ones are smaller but juicy. So these ones, they mature later. They take time to mature than Nev oranges. So when we are done with that one, then we start harvesting these ones. Otherwise, they are small but juicy and tasty. They're very sweet. Same thing applies to those other variety. Watering them still the same, 2 hours a day. As you can see, Even those ones we had tied plastic around and applied grease around it to stop the ants from going up to the fruit. Then watering as well. You see this plant to stop the water hitting direct on the tree to create disease. So we put this and a sprinkler at the back to water the whole surrounding. Mulching applies to this as well. We put grass around it. As you can see, these ones, they were for last year. They have now turned into manure, which is giving to our tree, which is very good for it to at least to give us more oranges. This tree produces about 500 fruits per season. So as you can see, now we are at harvesting time. We are harvesting. We have got my team here who are harvesting. They're thinking ready to send to town in Livingstone, which tomorrow or the other day we'll send them to town for at least our nation, our people in Livingstone to have fruits, which is very, very important to our health. So as we pick, we grade, because on the tree you find that some they've got a small hole which has they've got some worms. So once you see that no, this one has a worm, you don't put them in a bag. We leave them on the ground, and then we get them when we pick them again, we take them to a compost to turn it into manure. And once you see something, a worm inside, you don't put it with the good ones. You put them separate. So as you can see, this one, when you open it, you find that it's not good inside. So we put this aside and send them to a compost where we turn them into a compost and bring it back again and apply it on our plants, on our trees, so that they give us more oranges for next year. So we put these all the damages down, those which have got damage, we put them separately. So once we are done picking all the good ones, we take them into the crates where we grade them. Let's take you where you see a bumper harvest on the other side. This is our harvest for today. So when we are done picking them in the trees, we put them in here. Still, we go through them and check and find if there's any damage. As you can see in here, I found one. So we grade, we put them aside. We check. Again, this one also, it's a damage. We don't mix it. We put it aside. Okay, this one as well is damaged. We put it aside. So all of this, even this one, it has a worm. We put it aside. So we grade them all to make sure there are no damage. We love to send best quality of oranges to Livingstone to our customers, not damaged one. So all the damaged one, we take them to the compost and mix them with mulching and grass and turn it into manure. We come and put it back in our trees so that they give us another best harvest for next year. Harvesting, like today, we only have 2 women who are picking. With the help of these 2 men helping with carrying, we only picked 30, but we are still picking. We do pick up 50 crates a day. So each crate it's 25 kgs. So it weighs 25 kgs. So 25 kgs multiplied by 50 crates in a day. So we do this every day. Being a commercial farmer, we pick them every day. Yeah. So after grading, we put them into 10 kgs bags. Then we load them when we have orders. We do have orders from town every day. So we send them in the morning around 7 hours they're in town. Then those people who order, they pick them from the town. For these who live nearby, they are welcome to buy from the farm. So at the moment, the bag is going at 10 kg, it's going at 150 kwacha. For these are healthy and quality oranges. They are natural oranges, no chemicals applied. So you are welcome to come and buy and enjoy them, which are very beneficial to our health. It's very important to eat them.
There you have it, viewers. I'm sure you have learned on how to grow oranges. You don't need to be a commercial farmer to have an orange tree. You can also plant it at home. Madam Angelina Banda is encouraging us to do that. For now, she has taken us to a field where they have planted wheat, which is at the flowering stage. Let's just join her as she explains to us what goes on here.
We are now in wheat field. So you can see this one, it's 27 hectares of MRI 875. As we've got two variety of wheat on the farm this year. This circle, it's MRI 875. Then we've got shungu on the other side. On that circle, it's half circle, which is 12.5 hectares. But on the other side, we've got another 23 hectares of shungu. So that one is a shungu, this one is a MRI. Because the only difference, you can only tell the difference after harvesting. When you harvest it, you find that it's MRI is darker in color compared to shungu. Shungu is lighter in color. So that's the only difference. This wheat takes 5 months for it to mature, and it does very well in cold season. You can plant it any time of the year, but it does well in cold season. So we plant wheat in April. By August, September, it's harvested. It's ready for your bread and scones and everything, for all your bakings and for anything you can want to eat. Even eat it as rice. It's ready in 5 months' time. So when planting, it needs base of fertilizer, which this year we used Sunforce to plant with it when planting. After that, it needs a top dressing, which are urea, ammonium sulfate, and other stuff which we apply for it. So we apply, being a commercial farmer, we don't apply by hands. We apply it through the pivot, center pivot. We do put and mix the fertilizer in a tank, mix it with water, and then we apply it through the center pivot. That is top dressing. For basil, we apply it as we plant the wheat. With wheat, you don't weed it. So you can only weed it maybe just picking a few weeds which doesn't die from herbicides. So we do use to kill the weed in the wheat field. We do use some herbicides, which we apply those weeds herbicide through the pivot as well. We just mix it into a 2,000 liters tank, and then we connect to the pivot. The pivot goes around it, applies the herbicide all through the pivot to kill the weed. Same applies to the insecticide. The insects, it will be fungicide. We use the center pivot, just mix in a tank, and then we spread it. What you are using the center pivot. Only a few weed does not die with herbicide when we spray it. The one which we pick by hands, using few women around just to go around the field to pick them. As I can see here, there's a weed So this one did not die when we sprayed herbicide. So with this, because of this, we will put few women going around just to pull them out and put them in empty bags and take them to a compost to turn it into compost manure. Because nothing goes to waste. Like when it comes to farming, we don't throw away anything. All the weed, everything, we just put them somewhere and mix it with grass and other thing and turn them into compost. It comes back again to the field and give the crop energy and produces a very good wheat. You can see now it is on the flowering stage. Yeah, it is on the flowering stage to be ready in 3 months' time, to be dry, ready to be harvested. By then we bring our combined harvest. It goes in and cut and harvest it. So when it is harvested, this is how it looks. When it is ready, it's now ready for your bread and other stuff, jungle oats and everything. Rice, bread, especially for bread, for your healthy bread. You never go wrong with the brown bread, brown flour. So this is the wheat used for that. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Madam Angelina. We have learned quite a lot. And before we go, kindly share with us where you sell your wheat from. Do you first turn it into a finished product by making flour, or you just sell the way it is?
We sell our wheat to Nyati milling. That's where we sell our wheat to. This is our finished product. It ends here.
Okay.
So we don't turn it into flour. Okay. We just sell it as grain as it is. Mm-hmm. After harvesting, we put it in bags, and then we send it to Nyati milling.
Okay, so strictly Nyati milling.
It's strictly Nyati milling. Mm-hmm. Only, but people are allowed to come and buy. For those who want to buy in few, like 1 bag, 2 bag. Those who are close by, they are free to buy. Okay. They can come and buy. We do sell to individuals, but mainly all our wheat we sell it to Nyati milling. Okay. Because being a commercial farmer, we can't just sell one to people. Oh yeah. Yeah. So we have an alliance. We just make an alliance with Nyati milling, and then we take all our wheat to Nyati milling. Okay. Yes. All right. Then it was the other year when we sold it to Golden Milling in Livingstone. Mm-hmm. But all along, or even this year, we sold it all to Nyati milling. Okay. Yes. So I'd like to encourage each and everyone to be farmers, because don't just look for white-collar jobs. Go into farming. It's a very good business.
There you have it, viewers. I've learned quite a lot here. I'm sure even you have done so. Make sure to plant something. You don't need to have a commercial farm the way it is here. Just backyard, plant fruits or plant vegetables. I'm going to plant a fruit from here. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.